Hello everybody in YouTube land. This is Wide World of Trains here. How's everybody doing today? Well, it is Saturday, June 23rd, 2018, 7:04 p.m. Eastern Time, United States, and this is the live waiting on a few trains here. We're going to stay live for between 30 minutes and maybe up to even 1 hour or longer. Just depending on, how many trains we see and whatever. So let's hope we catch a few trains here, some good stuff maybe, and sit back and enjoy. And comment, like, and subscribe if you haven't already done so. It's a lot nicer day than it was yesterday. I did a live stream for a little over an hour and it rained the whole time. Caught one train. So let's hope we get a few more trains than that this time. Looks like we got one person on. What do we got on? Let's see. Railfan Productions is here. Hello. Fast CSX. There you are. Got my scanner on here listening. Maybe we'll hear a few trains. Hopefully soon. I want to do better than yesterday. Hey, Sophia's, how you doing? Thanks for joining Wide World of Trains, live mobile rail cam here. It is 7:38. Disconnected for a second there. Yeah, she ran for the whole hour, but I had a great connection. Let's hope it stays that way here. Oh, we're buffering, darn it. Buffering, I don't want to see that. It seemed like it did good yesterday during the whole stream, and like I said, it was raining. It rained the whole hour, but we had good connection. Maybe it's just temporary, hopefully. might have a CSX coming. I just heard on the scanner, just the end of it, it sounded like CSX. Okay, Sophia, thank you for joining Wide World of Trains. If you comment on one of my other videos, it'll remind me to check out some of your videos. I heard something on a scanner. Let's hope it's coming this way. Are we still buffering out there, Scott? How's the picture now? Do we have a good picture there? Got seagulls flying around here. Yeah, I heard something on the scanner. I hope within another minute or two I should hear it again if it's coming this way. I want to see some trains. Come on. Ah, that's strange because I have a good connection here. If I move over just a little bit, maybe I'll get a better connection. Let's see if that makes it a little better. I hear the horn, so I think we got something coming. Unless it's a Norfolk Southern, which I don't think it is. It sounds like it'd be a CSX. Scott, you're still there? You live out, did you say in Tacoma? Is that where you're at? Yeah, I was just checking out a video on that Mount Rainier, and I didn't realize that that's actually an active volcano. They're saying that if that thing ever erupted, it'd be a lot of mess up that way. Yeah, I always thought it was just a mountain. I really wasn't sure it was a volcano, although it looks like one. There he is. You might have a westbound coming too. I heard a westbound on the radio also. Unless he already passed by before I got. Not a very long train, probably 50, 60 cars, maybe 70. But yeah, I was checking that out. Very interesting with this volcano happening in Hawaii there. I just never realized that was active. But I guess with Mount St. Helens, I remember that one off. And I guess this Mount Rainier is what, twice the size of that? I hope you all have a good evacuation plan, because you never know, you know. Well, how many do I want to catch? I'd want to catch about 10, but I mean, we've already been on 15 minutes, so I know I'll stay on at least half an hour, maybe an hour. Time seems to go fast when you're live streaming, so like I said, it took 15 minutes to catch one train. Well, about 14, but what's a minute, eh? So let's hope we get some more. I did hear a westbound on the radio, but he could have just went by before I went live, before I got here. So I'm hoping that it didn't. And if it didn't, then it should be here within 3 or 4 minutes, I'm guessing.
Service, thank you.
Yeah, I guess the glaciers up there and all that stuff. That thing's pretty huge. Can you see it from like where you're at? Just if you went outside? The view I seen, it looked like you could see it from just about everywhere's over there. Being that thing's 3 miles high. That'd be a cool live stream, actually. Oh, I see. Okay, that makes sense. What is it, 50 miles or 30, 40 miles from you? Something like that. I guess it's like when I took the video of Canada. It was, it's about 30 miles from me, and the video I did. And I was able to see, but on other certain days you can't see across the lake. And the lake is 30 to 40 miles wide here, so I see what you mean, yeah. Although what I'm looking at is only a couple 100 foot high. Some of the buildings in Canada. Oh, a train just went by. We're staying live for at least 30 minutes, between 30 minutes and an hour. So we're just hoping to catch some trains as they come by, if they do. I was live yesterday for 1 hour. Only got one train and it was raining, so now that we got better weather, I'm hoping we make up for it tonight. Get a bunch of trains. Good stuff. Oh, just an auto wreck. CSX auto wreck. I think it had 2 engines. Gevos. Nothing spectacular. But any train's better than no train. Even the gravy train. All right, take care. Join Wide World of Trains again when we go live next time, if you can. How strange. The car parked next to me here is a Toyota Tacoma. Hey, we're talking about Tacoma. Isn't that something? But you know what? The Tacoma sticker is ripped off. It's like it was wiped out. How ironic. Talking about it could be wiped out by the volcano, and here this guy's Tacoma sticker is ripped off the side of his truck. Well, we got one train. Let's hope, like I said, I hope I get a couple more here. Hey Shane, how are you today? Shane Jones and Shane's Trains. Look at that. Two guys, two Shanes just joined the live stream from Wide World of Trains here on YouTube. Okay, this Shane is doing good, Shane Jones. How about Shane's Trains? There, we're both doing good. Look at that. Just hit 300 subs. Oh, that's awesome. Earlier today, I did do a live stream, I think. Yeah, I got I went live just for a few minutes. We got a welded rail train went by. A bunch of quarter-mile long pieces of rail for the train tracks. Went by a couple of SD or GP38s. I'm trying to think of what they were. GP40 maybe. Units were pulling it. I got that live. I also got a camcorder version. I'll have that up later or tomorrow. Depending on how late it is when I get home. We had a bunch of rain all day today earlier. Most of the day, and it cleared up around, I don't know, 4 o'clock. Posted in 3 parts. Oh, that's cool. I'll have to check it out. Hope I remember. I get home later. You can always leave a comment on one of my videos. Anybody can. And ask me to look at their videos. And when I see those comments, I do check them out. Most of the time, that is. Almost all the time. Yeah. Yep. Well, sometimes I usually am up right about midnight Eastern. Uploading. Sometimes they go on 3 in the morning and the computer it shuts off by itself. After that, sometimes, most of the time, I'll record more videos than I actually publish, and so they just build up in a backlog. I have almost 3,000 unpublished videos on YouTube. I got a little over 10,000 published. We're getting close to 13,000 total. So sometimes I'll publish them, schedule them 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning Eastern, 7 o'clock in the morning, different times. Oh, do you? In your basement? That's cool. Oh, yeah. Yep, I mean, just to record 13,000 videos, just the time, I mean, if you take 3 minutes per average per video, I don't know how many hours or days that is, but then most videos take 1 to 2 hours to upload, and then also the time driving to the tracks and back. um, editing videos equals, you know, tens of thousands of hours. A lot of time, but it's fun. I like doing it, so as long as it's fun, I'm going to keep doing it. If I ever buy a house near the railroad tracks, I'm going to put up a permanent live cam, be up 24/7. I've been looking, actually been looking for the last several years. Really can't find anything near the tracks. Around here, these tracks are 150 years old, actually older. The first train went through here in 1851, so was that 167 years ago? And nobody with money built homes near railroad tracks. Usually it was the more lower income people would build near the tracks because it was undesirable. Nobody had to live near loud tracks. And back then, you know, 100, 150 years ago, you had more accidents. You had a lot of smoke from the coal and stuff like that. So a lot of these homes still stand here that are over 100 years old near the tracks. And not many great houses that are built near the tracks. And nobody's going to build a new house near the tracks, so hard to find something by the tracks. I guess if I win the lottery, I could build a big one right over the tracks on both sides. That'd be cool. These tracks right here, 70 some odd years ago, they put them up in the air. Before that, for over 100 years, 3 or 4 tracks right there until 1940, which wasn't really too long ago. I mean, it was World War II. Yeah, I have to design a house like that. But these were the tracks right about here. Actually, I have a picture of 2 steam engines. I have the actual photograph, not a copy or anything. I have the hard copy. I got it from my father. I don't know where he got it, because it was a little over 100 years ago. 2 steam engines hit head on right about where the camera is pointing. And there was a bunch of people standing around. You could see smoke coming from one of the engines. Just a big mess. But that's where the tracks were right there. The 1940 Public Works project, they went ahead and raised the tracks on a raised tracks or elevated tracks, whatever you want to call them. Oh yeah, well, if I win the lottery, it'll be my summer home. I'll have build another one in Florida by the tracks down there. Yeah, that's how the trains were set up. Much more dangerous years, though. Many more people were hit by trains, killed by trains. I guess I read where in the first, I don't know, up until around 1912, the first 70 years of railroad in the United States, over 250,000 people were killed on the railroads. I think just workers. That's a lot of people. Something that would be unheard of today. But yeah, that's what I read. Like 278,000 people were killed working on the railroads in that 70-year span, first 70 years of railroading in the U.S. We've been on 27 minutes now. It's about 27 minutes. We're due for another train here. Come on. Had to eat. Yeah, everybody has to eat. No problems there. I wouldn't mind having a pizza right now myself. Yeah, that movie, I think I seen it quite a while ago. Something I should maybe check out one of these days. You're watching me and eating. All right. Well, I did model railroads, but not lately. I have an N scale layout somewhere. Not even sure where it's at. Somewhere's in the house. Here's something on the scanner. Let's hope that's a train. Have you heard about the new 78? No, I haven't. I don't even think I've seen one yet this year, this area. Maybe once or twice. Is that the Tier 4 you're talking about? The EMD Tier 4? Or is that something else? Crazy Train Connor, how you doing? Glad you can join Wide World of Trains. Okay, not that one. No, that I haven't heard about these. Not sure anything. Haven't seen them. The newest NS rebuild. What numbers are they? Do you know? No, they're not out yet. Okay, well that's probably why I haven't seen them, right? Trick question there, huh? You're eating spaghetti tacos. NS 1801 is. Yeah, I like hard taco shells too. I really don't like taco shells, soft ones. I'll eat them, but yeah, I like hard also. There's a place in the Buffalo area called Mighty Taco. They have excellent tacos, and they have about 10 or 15 locations. We're 55 or so miles from Buffalo here. We had one of their franchises open up here. Lasted about just a couple of years, and it closed. And I hated that because they had the best tacos. So every time I go to Buffalo, or just about every time, I'll try to stop and grab a few. Mighty Taco. You can look it up. They have a commercial. I think it's on YouTube. It goes, Mighty Taco, Mighty Taco. I like a lot of the rebuilds. I like any rebuild actually because it changes things around a little. Like what are those um, SD70 ACUs? Those are pretty cool. What did they do with the Dash 9s? I'm trying to think what the NS Dash 9s, they converted them to something. I just can't think of it. But they changed the cabs on those, and I like those. Just can't think of what the model is. It just escapes me right now. Yep, C6Ms. That's it. Yep. Thanks, Shane. Yep. I see a lot of those here. Some of those GP38-3s they're pretty cool also. One I haven't seen in a while. I used to see last year. I seen it several times. Was um, the Canadian Pacific SD30 Eco? Is it? I haven't seen that in a while. I've seen it a lot last year. A lot of rebuilds, mostly I believe because there's one of my friends going by. Uh, it's cheaper than a new locomotive. I think that's one of the reasons GE is trying to sell their locomotive business, because of the cost of new ones, and a lot of the railroads are going to rebuilds instead. Oh, come on, 35 minutes, only one train. Now, come on. Let's get some trains here. I think the railroad manufacturers will be doing okay though, because railroad freight traffic's only going to increase. You know, every basically almost every year, every 5 years, you're just going to need more and more new locomotives, and plus with compliance with the Tier 4 standards. Um, I believe a lot of the older ones, or most older ones, are grandfathered in, but I could be wrong on that. I just think you'll see the manufacturers be around for a while. Oh yeah. Yeah, that radiator. When I first saw the test units right on these tracks here, actually, right in this area, because I used to do a lot of filming right around here, reminded me of a gable of a house, the gable roof, the way it's shaped. Looked like the end of someone's garage. You saw the UP in 1996? I only saw that one time ever. In my over 12,000 train videos, I only seen it one time. So obviously it doesn't come up this way that much. The interstate went through here today, but I didn't see it. Yep. The interstate. Went through on NS, the NS line through here. About, I don't know, 2 hours or 3 hours ago maybe. Right around 3:30, 4 o'clock, I think it was. Crypto Pilot, thanks for subscribing. We appreciate it. Caught 8098. Is that the Conrail? 8098? I'm not too familiar really with the numbers. I just know what they look like. Alright. I should know because it's in front of my, it's the picture on my main YouTube page. That's probably why I knew the number. Right up on these tracks here, I have an old photograph when Conrail went from Conrail to, or from Penn Central to Conrail. There was like 8 or 10 brand new Conrail or repainted Conrail engines parked right up here, right just to the right, about an eighth of a mile to the right of this picture. I got that. I should make it my my cover photo on YouTube. I should try to fit it. I don't know if I could fit the whole thing on there. It's an old photograph from a Kodak 110 or something like that, so it's not the greatest picture. But you can count like 8 or 10 Conrail locomotives all lined up. My father took the picture. I think it was around 1977, 78, 75, right around there. Elliot Wolcott, how are you doing today? I might have had it on there at one time. What's my favorite heritage unit? Is that what you're asking? This video, we're in New York State, about 35 miles south of Buffalo. Let's see, my favorite heritage unit. Probably the New York Central, is the New York Central tracks you're looking at right here. And I remember seeing New York Central units go through here, F units, F7s, ones like that. Railstream train. Virtual rail fan. What's going on? Oh, we're just hoping to see a few trains here. We got one. Only one in 42, 43 minutes. I'm hoping to catch a few more here. It's just been slow. Yesterday I did an hour-long stream right here, and only one train, and it was raining too. I was just hoping we catch a few more here. Nope, I don't have an Xbox. I was the Centipede champ in this area on the arcade game. I had the highest scores by far. Here comes a train. Can't believe I didn't hear the detector. Here we go. All right. Is this a coal train? Oh, I thought it was going to be a coal train. I just heard him now in the scanner. I can't believe I didn't hear him. I didn't hear the detector. I don't get it. One card said, "Happy birthday, Gary." Yeah, that lash up was a little different. Squeaking from that wheel there, wow. Got here just in time. Second train in almost an hour. Been slow. Maybe they'll start coming. There's the end. Well, that was a surprise. Like I said, didn't hear nothing on the radio. Didn't hear detectors or nothing. I try to do live streams most days, but as events warrant, you know. If I can, I'll do it. I'm going to try to do them right around this time every day, now that the days are longer, between 6 and 8 p.m. But it's not 100%, but I'm going to try. Did it yesterday for a little over an hour and 4 minutes, 5 minutes, something like that, 7 minutes. So we're on for 49 minutes now here, just about. Got to stay on at least an hour. Like I said, maybe more stuff will come. Something, and then every 10 minutes you'll get 7 or 8 more in a row. It just depends. All right, what I'm going to do, we're going to end the stream. I'm going to go over to Norfolk Southern, and I'll see if I can catch this train live. If I can, I'll get back on. Trains in YouTube.